Finally, Floyd Shivambo has answered Julius Malema. Finally, Floyd Shivambo has answered Julius Malema in a very subtle and very statement-like fashion that you cannot, I don't know. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kgosietsile and this is the Kgosietsile live show, recording it live from Kgosi FM studios right here in Pretoria, West in Danville. Man, I'm in a joyful mood. Today there was announcement of MKP permanent structure until they start having conferences, and we heard a little statement from the president himself, Arabota, and then we saw Floyd Shivambo answering a question but then giving a statement as well, and it was beautiful. I'm gonna give you that video just now to see for yourself. Those who could, like those who missed it, those who didn't have notification that the video is on. I'm gonna show you the video now, and please subscribe, like, and comment on that video, and tell us what you think about that. And then it's something. It was beautiful. That was a drop mic moment. All right. But before all that, let's talk to our sponsor, and then we will come back after this, and then we can continue with the video. This show is brought to you by Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic situated in number 70 in Westview, Danville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patients on ARVs, wellness screening, antenatal clinic, HIV services and counseling. They have a pharmacy on site, and they are doing CCMDD services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic, and abortion services. Their cell phone number is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Again, the address is 70 Tuefengersgras in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Cell phone number again is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Yeah, that is our sponsor for today, Segongane Medical Services. They don't take medical aid, they only take cash. The cash is 350 consultation, and the medicine is separate. Yeah. So, like I said, I wanted to do this on its own, that Floyd Shivambo finally answered Julius Malema, and he did that in a very beautiful manner, man, in a very beautiful statement. Like the man just articulated himself, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I love it. I love the way he was just, when he said, I hear someone says, you have betrayed me. The emotions that ran without even hinting that you have betrayed the struggle. You have betrayed the revolution. And that, for me, is someone that I can follow. But anyway, don't take my word for it. Take a listen.
Thank you very much, Secretary General, and greetings to the President of Mkhonto party, President Zuma, and Deputy President Dr. Hlophe, the Secretary General, Dr. Maseko, the Treasurer General, Commander Menzi, the National Chair, Konsinati Ntleko, and the Deputy National Chair is Commander Bilwan, and the DSG is Commander Nomuzi. We are here in the press conference of Mkhonto, which is a party, to announce the structures of Mkhonto is a party. That is the primary purpose, a party which we voluntarily have joined, and for correct reasons. When we were speaking in the other platform, we made a plea for avoiding of mischaracterization of an otherwise correct and revolutionary decision and act to join Mkhonto as a party. What President Zuma is doing with Mkhonto as a party is what the statement of Mkhonto did in 1961 on the 16th of December to say that now that the liberation movement has been banned, what other platform do we express ourselves? What other instrument do we use to fight for total liberation? There is absolutely no doubt that the liberation movement is no longer existing in the form that it's supposed to do. It has been captured totally. It is directed from elsewhere. And then this is a platform. And what is unique about Umkhonto is a pattern, is a purposeful, foundational approach and principle, is to assemble people who can govern society to come and govern society in South Africa. It's not wishful thinking to say that we've got these ideas of what we're going to do, is to assemble the best of the best. So if you were to check even with the people that have been identified now, the first consignment that is going to the National Assembly, if you go to check their track record objectively and not bled by these nonsense of right-wing media platforms, you will accept that the contributions that Brian Molefe did in the public investment corporations, in Transnet, in ESCOM, you will appreciate the contributions that Esiabonga Gama did and contributed in Transnet, stable organizations. Whatever can be said, even with the former SARS commissioner, there have been a lot of things which were misled about for a very long time, that everyone else who is not a puppet of the establishment is enemy of the people. That is not the case. And people will think that I'm saying this because I'm on this platform now only. You can check the public statements and writings and articles and even interviews that we did when we came to the realization that for a very long time we're misled in terms of our characterization of society. They said there's capture because they were no longer in control of key state institutions. The white capitalist establishment was no longer in control, and then they said there's a crisis. If there was truly a crisis, why is that crisis not there now? Like, can they show us the crisis which they said existed before? So to assemble the best of the best amongst black people to govern society is a best decision. And to associate with that is a best and sound decision. People who can govern, like it's as simple as that. Like, if you say that who amongst ourselves is the best, and then you say, let's assemble those who can demonstrate that they have got capacity to run otherwise very complex and huge institutions, who are not going to collaborate with the establishment and switch on electricity on and off and say it's load shedding because there's a crisis of this and that. People who are genuine and real and have never done anything wrong, and of course will be criminalized for one reason or another. I agree that we should unite all the progressive forces into common agenda, because this thing of small unviable political parties is not sustainable for the future of black people in South Africa. It's not sustainable at all. We can't, and the temptation as well, and I'm not characterizing the EFF, is that when you have got multiple of these, like, they end up being fiefdoms of individuals. IFP, UDM kind of arrangement, what is it to achieve with that? When all of us can set aside our very strong egos and say, I don't have to be a member of parliament, I don't have to be a deputy president. I can come and be led by a collective, like, and be subjected to a collective and be asked to go and organize branches of MKP from scratch and not be a member at the high levels. That is the principle that we're dealing with. And that is what we're here for, in terms of, and so that there's not even confusion. By the way, we spoke about the unification of all progressive parties with President Zuma last year, October, before the official announcement of Mkhondo's as a party. And I was amongst those that said that let us go and contest elections as separate political parties. We'll contest each other on the ground, but we'll come back to talk about what do we do moving forward. So the attempt for unification is not just an opportunistic one because there were electoral declines of the EFF and all of those things. It's a genuine political discussion, which all South Africans must enter into, those who are in favor of the revolution. Because revolution is the content of what we're standing for. It's not just, no, if it's me, you are betraying me. You know, some people will say, you are betraying me. Where does that enter? And you don't even once suggest that I'm betraying the revolution. I will never betray the revolution. Because we're not in the business of trying to please each other's egos here. We're in the business of building a revolutionary movement that is going to emancipate the black majority and Africans in particular, and we're unapologetic about that. That is what we stand for. And President Zuma, when he was inducting all of us yesterday, he says that we might be friends or we might think we're friends, but friendship won't apply here. If you do not do these things right, you're going to be taken care of appropriately. Some people were asking me that what is going to happen because in MKP leadership changes every week and all of those things. What if they change? I said, like, if I'm removed as national organizer, I'm going to be a member. And if I'm removed as a member, I'm going to be a volunteer and put posters even without the approval of the leadership. I'm not here for opportunistic purposes. And that is what we are all about. I think all of us, all the progressive forces, let's unite and build this movement. There is no dictatorship. There is political discussions. In all the times that we've got to interact with President Zuma, he has the patience to have political and ideological discussions to persuade people about how to move forward. He does not stand to subjectively gain anything out of that. It's not like he's subjectively going to gain anything out of it. He had said that let's unite all the progressive forces so that we can build a solid movement that will take us forward. Otherwise, the other things that are said are not worth responding to. We're going to go to the ground. Let's coexist, all of us, and then let's persuade each other. Let's build the MKP as a party which is going to take over government of South Africa. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and we're back. Welcome, Comrade Floyd Shivambo, national organizer from newly formed 9-month, 10 months baby MKP. That is really giving people nightmares. You know, sometimes if you forget the revolution and you become comfortable, that's what the ANC has become. ANC has forgotten why we had 94 in the first place. ANC has forgotten why it was formed in the first place. I like how the president did with the previous video when he was saying the reason why he said he'll never leave the ANC. He was meaning the ANC that's original before Ramaphosa. People thought he was thinking about this. I'm not thinking about this one. I can leave. I'm gone. I'm done. Mara, the one that was from our ancestors, I will never leave. Floyd Shivambo still have that radical ideas that the EFF had when it was formed. The very same radical ideas that they had in the Youth League of the ANC. The ones that Floyd Shivambo, remember, Floyd Shivambo was not expelled. He was suspended. But he chose to leave on principle that whatever that you are standing for is a good thing. And I'm going to follow the man that I believe, and I know that he still has the same mindset as me. Malema started well, he was okay, blah, blah, he was radical, all those things. But then 2024 elections happened. Then the men tell us, now from now on, I'm no longer going to be doing anything. I'm no longer going to be disrupting parliament. No more. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm done. And I'm not gonna be helping anybody anymore because you call us, we help you. Then in the votes, you vote for the other parties. That is betraying the revolution, because you're not doing this revolution out of the love of the people. You are doing it out of your own enrichment. Were you buying votes? Were you trying to bribe people to vote for you so that you can be able, vote for you, and then if they don't vote for you, then now you are like, no more. So the EFF, whether it has declined or not, their voice was still going to be very loud in that parliament. And I just can't wait to see if Floyd will be deployed to parliament. How will the interaction be? Wow. That's what I would like to be there and be in the gallery myself. Because I want to sit there in the gallery and look at this and say, what is happening? Because we should know for a fact this was happening. Because at the end of the day, guys, these are two brothers. These are two blood brothers. But what has happened during this last week, my God, there was a bloodbath on both of them. Mbuyiseni is still sitting there. I don't know why he's still sitting there in the EFF. Yesterday, there was speculation that he has left the EFF, but then all of a sudden, he posted a picture of him at the memorial service with Malema. I'm like, he's doing a civic duty. It doesn't mean that after that they went home together. They were all drinking beer. No. It simply means that, you know what, for the sake of purpose, let's just do this, let's just do this, and then I can go. Because what he said about Mbuyiseni's wife or a partner was not right. However you run your household, don't think that all men will do the same. If your wife supports you, even if you're wrong, and still supports you, blah, 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 that's your wife. That's how you have trained her to be. That's how you have made her to feel like Wanamudim. So if other people's partners or wives have independent minds to think for themselves, to say, no, but now I'm going to like this tweet from Floyd. Esabwin Sepeka MKP, by the way. It doesn't speak nothing about MKP. It's just a post that says, there comes a time when you have to fight. Because he can see that the revolution in Malema is dead. The revolutionary in Malema is gone. So I cannot stand and see me now being part of a party or part of a group that does not believe in its own ideas anymore. That's why the man left and joined MKP. He's now the national organizer to start from scratch to organize branches, leagues, as you have seen. As I've seen in the previous video, I've made sure that I read out their functions. And by the way, Jimmy Manyi is not in the list, the national list. But remember, what MKP has done is, like it says, those in the high command, the NEC, are not going to go to parliament unless on extreme circumstances. So Mzwangile Manyi is going to go to parliament, I believe, under MKP ticket. Beautiful. And then Dr. Hlophe as well might be the one who's going to go there as well. And I would wish Kalni has to come and join, Busum to come and join, and Mbuyiseni. Let them come and join. Let them just switch seats. But remember, 10 MKP members have resigned, and they're taking that to court. But I'm going to be debating that later today with MKP people are coming here later today live on www.kgosiefm.co.za. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please like, subscribe, and share our content, and please comment as well. Tell us what you think about this, what you've done. All right. So with that, I'm saying, listen, I love you. I'll see you later. Have a lovely one. Bye-bye.